Why do we do all this? Why do we create? Why do we share? Why do we publish? What is all of this for? These are questions that cross the mind of every musician, if not every creative, at some point in time. At some point in time in our careers, we will doubt ourselves and our art. The skills we possess will be questioned, and so will the pieces that come out of it. Is it good enough, and are we good enough? And as artists, our work is inherently valued differently from traditional sources. Art doesn't do anything that benefits society directly. We don't cure diseases, we're not furthering scientific research, and we're sure not benefiting the economy in any sort of meaningful way. And because of that, our work is considered less. It's seen as having less value, and that has always confused me personally, because the world always wants to be entertained. People want to listen to music, they want to watch TV, they want to see movies, they want to go to museums and see musicals and buy cute clothes. But these things are all created by the same artists who are deemed as less valuable than any sort of corporate worker just because of the nature of their work. So despite this demand for entertainment, the value placed on those who entertain is so minute, unless you're one of the ones who's able to break free, improve yourself. From my experience and other creatives that I've spoken to, this is a frequent comment that we all get if we choose to share about our art. I remember having a conversation with my own mother, and I was telling her that I wanted to be a creator on YouTube as a career. I told her that it was fully possible to make a living on this platform, and she asked me why I was still doing it, and that I should have quit because it's such a waste of time. On another occasion, I was in the car with my dad, and I told him I wanted to start a business, and he had fully perked up a little bit. And after a little while, he asked me what the business I wanted to start was, and I explained to him that it would be centered around YouTube and explained my whole business plan around it. And he kind of just sank back in his chair and just went, okay. Stories like that are all too common amongst creatives. You're constantly questioned while you're coming up, but once you make it, you're praised for all your successes. And that can have significant consequences against the self-valuation of our art and the mental processes around it. Trust me, I am no stranger to this feeling, and especially now, I've been going through it, probably the worst it's ever been. If I'm being honest, that's part of the reason why I haven't posted a video in over a month. Well, that and the fact that I posted 31 videos during March, which is a really good series that you should check out. Always be plugging. I've been a bit lost the past couple months. Finding motivation and inspiration has always been a challenge for me, but more recently it's been even harder to find a reason to sit in front of the DAW again. I never lost my love of music or art or creation. I still have the big dreams that I've always had since I was a kid. There's just been this cloud over me that I can't seem to shake, and it's been ruining all of my motivation to do anything. And it may have been because I'm neglecting my own skills and I've been afraid to do anything. And of course the self-doubt thoughts absolutely come with that. Am I even good enough? I was so afraid to even open up Logic. And maybe it's because I have more responsibilities now than I've ever had. Or maybe it's because I'm starting to give in to the fact that this is a hard thing to make a career, building a business by yourself. And it would be so much easier to just use my IT degree, sit behind a desk at some cushy tech job and make $50,000 a year. But that's not what I want, and that's never been what I wanted. The freedom that comes with being your own business is so enticing to me. And I know that it comes with its own set of challenges, but those upsides far outweigh the downsides to me. So what am I gonna do? And what should you do? Well, let me say first that this is not a cure-all. I don't expect that to be, and you shouldn't either. But I don't think we should just sit around and wait for the funk to pass. For me, my main plan is quite literally just create more. I want to surround myself with things that I consider to be great art and have that influence the art that I make. I want to put my mind in a place where it's ready and willing to take in these ideas and generate out its own. And that's a hard thing for me. That's not something that comes naturally. That's something that I need to work to get to. I think I've gotten severed from the connection of myself and art and creation and the universe. And I've gotten distracted by other things that had to take my attention. But I do miss that connection and I want it back. And the only way I see to get it back is to throw myself in the deep end and just start creating with no restrictions. A while back, I was showing some people my old videos, and for me, you could quite literally see when I stopped having as much fun making videos and stopped having as much fun creating. And it was so tangible looking and so tangible feeling to me. And I hate that. The same wonder and excitement I had when I was making videos on this channel in the early years, I want that again now. And I want that love that simply came from just creating. So what does that mean for Richard Ashby? In short, more music. I've complained to a couple people in my life now that I have this music YouTube channel where I talk about music and I don't make music on it anymore. And that needs to change. The purpose of this channel was for me to explore with music and just share what I found And I feel like I've gotten away from that in the past years. Now, how am I going to do that in a way that's fulfilling to make, fun to watch, and can still grow an audience? I'm not sure yet, but that is part of the fun, isn't it? I guess for now, that's most of my thoughts on the subject. I'm sure there's more, but we can save that for another time. If you've been feeling similar, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear about your stories and maybe see how you've been coping. Maybe you can help somebody. And if you enjoyed these sit-down talk videos, maybe check out this one where I talked about this most recent Grammy ceremony. All right, that's it for me. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. And I'll catch you guys next time.